The year is 2018. Estonian prosecutors arrested 10 former Danske Bank employees. The reason? Between 2007 and 2015, an estimated 200 billion euros in dirty money flowed through the bank's Estonian branch, most of it from Russia. How could financial flows on this scale go unnoticed in Europe? And how did a single email finally expose the entire scheme? Our story begins in Denmark, with the country's largest lender, Danske Bank. In 2007, it bought the Finnish Sampo Bank for 4 billion euros, and with it, the Estonian branch that would soon become infamous. The start was anything but smooth. Just a month after the deal, Estonia's financial regulator criticized Danske for weak customer due diligence. Even the Central Bank of Russia warned management about suspicious flows through Tallinn, billions of rubles moving every month. But Danske didn't react. Instead, it pushed ahead, with expanding its Estonian unit. The Danske Bank story is incredible on its own, but on this channel, I've covered other cases just as shocking. Like Hendrik Holt, the young German businessman who sold energy companies millions of euros worth of wind turbines that never even existed. Or Jan Marsalek, Wirecard's shadowy executive who vanished with 1.9 billion euros and remains on the run today, possibly even working as a spy in Russia. If you want to hear those stories, check the links in the description. And don't forget to subscribe so you won't miss the next scandal. In 2008, Danske planned to merge all of its Baltic subsidiaries under one IT platform. Regulators rejected the plan, leaving the Estonian branch effectively unsupervised. For opportunists, this was a goldmine. The lack of oversight created an easy gateway for money laundering. By 2010, Thomas Borgen, who would later become CEO, pushed to expand services for non-resident clients. In practice, that meant customers from Russia, Azerbaijan, and Moldova, the very countries investigators would later trace the dirty money back to. That same year, the bank internally acknowledged that the level of suspicious activity in Estonia was high. Yet management minutes recorded that executives were satisfied with significant Russian deposits. The numbers were staggering. The Estonian branch accounted for just 0.5% of Danske's assets, but generated 11% of the bank's total pre-tax profits. Sounds a little odd, doesn't it? By 2012, Danish regulators demanded an explanation for anti-money laundering controls in Estonia. The response was shocking. Danske's headquarters had no AML officer for almost a year. The consequences came quickly. JP Morgan, one of the Tallinn branch's key partners handling currency transactions, cut ties. They refused to process suspicious transfers from non-resident clients. Pressure mounted. Lars Murch, who oversaw the Estonian branch, wanted to reduce risky clients. But Borgen resisted, searching for a compromise, which in practice meant nothing changed. Then, in 2013, Danske's head of markets in Estonia, Howard Wilkinson, sent a devastating email. Whistleblowing disclosure, knowingly dealing with criminals in Estonia branch. A year later, it was revealed that a British limited partnership had been using the Estonian branch for laundering, with alleged links to Vladimir Putin's family and Russian intelligence services. Borgen knew what was happening, but by then, it was too late to turn back. By 2017, Danske had shut down non-resident banking in Estonia. But it was already over. That year, Danish newspaper Berlingske published the first exposés on Danske's suspicious flows from Russia, Moldova, and Azerbaijan. Promontory, a US consultancy, released a root cause analysis showing that in 2013 alone, 30 billion euros in foreign funds had moved through Estonia. Rubles were converted into dollars through JP Morgan. In 2018, the inevitable happened. Danske published its own report, admitting that 200 billion euros in suspicious money had flowed through its Estonian branch. Financial Times reports led to CEO Thomas Borgen, announcing his resignation. The board dismissed him and appointed Jesper Nielsen as interim chief. But the story grew darker. In September 2019, former Estonian branch head Ivar Reihe disappeared from his home. 2 days later, his body was found near his house. Police ruled it a suicide. Reihe had never been charged, but in an interview that year, he admitted he felt responsible for the scandal. In February 2019, Estonia's financial regulator ordered Danske to leave the country, stating, "The scandal has tarnished the reputation of Estonia's financial markets." A year later, prosecutors arrested 10 former employees. After a lengthy trial, in February 2024, 2 were sentenced. Irene Ellert, 9 years in prison, 350,000 euros confiscated as criminal proceeds, and Arunas Macenas, 7 years in prison, both for money laundering. But what about the CEO himself? Thomas Borgen, the man at the helm while the scandal unfolded. Many expected him to face justice. Yet in March 2021, the Copenhagen court dismissed all charges against him and several other Danske Bank executives for lack of evidence. Did you remember to subscribe?